Hello everyone, welcome in this yoga session. Another year has gone. It's incredible how time flies, so let's make good use of it. I invite you to come and sit on your mat and sit cross-legged. If necessary, put a cushion under your buttocks to have your pelvis a little bit elevated and sit with legs crossed. Rest your arms on your knees. We're going to practice using the three pillars of our yoga practice. Those pillars are attention or concentration. The second one is our breath, breathing. And the third one are the postures and movements we will be going through. And as we are on the verge of a new year, you may have an intention for next year. Something you aim for, something you want to manifest in the upcoming years. It can be very simple, like I would like to have a little bit more of this or a little bit less of that. Or maybe something that is already present in your life, you might want to do it in a different fashion next year. Maybe keep it simple. Maybe it's one single word. So if you can come up with an intention, bring it in front of your mind's eye. Concentrate yourself. Visualize your aim for the new year. Almost as if you feel it. Feel it in your body, up to the smallest cell of your body. And then just let go of it. We don't need to know all the details. You don't need to worry about result or outcome. Just put it next to your yoga mat. And there we go. I invite you from now on to slow down your breath. Breathe slowly and deeply with a slow inhale and a slow exhale. And find yourself a nice, regular, slow breathing rhythm. A breath that is deep, so breathe also up into your chest. Feel your ribcage extend as you inhale and shrink back as you exhale. We're going to inhale, exhale through the nostrils. And if you can, use oceanic breath or ujjayi breath by softly sighing, a gentle contraction at the back of your throat. And then once you found your rhythm, we're going to consider it like the foundation of our yoga practice of the upcoming hour. And let's start with some warm-up movements. Let's bring the hands next to the pelvis. And as you inhale deeply, lift your arms upwards. Bring the palms of the hands together. Exhale, lower your arms slowly back to the floor. And inhale, lift your arms upwards again. Lengthen your spine. Join the palms of the hands overhead and exhale as you lower your arms back to the floor. One more. Inhale, lift, extend your arms. Spread your fingers. Join the palms of the hands, and on the exhale, lower your arms back to the floor. On the next inhale, only lift your left arm up to a vertical position, and on the exhale, shift your right hand to the right side to stretch the left side of your body. Inhale, bring your body to a vertical position again, and on the exhale, lower your hand back to the floor. Let's change sides. Inhale as you lift the right arm. Extend, exhale, slide your left hand to the left side, bend over to the left side and stretch the right side of your body. Inhale, come back to a vertical position, and on the exhale, lower your arm back to the floor. On your next inhale, lift both arms. And on the exhale, twist your body, twist your shoulders to the left side as you lower your arms. And inhale, turn back to center, extend your arms. Exhale, twist to the right side, right hand behind your back, left hand on the outside of the right thigh. Inhale as you turn back to front, extend your arms. Let's repeat. Exhale, a twist to the left side. Inhale as you turn back to front. Lift your arms and exhale, turn to the right side. Inhale to come back to center. Lift your arms, extend, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, lower both arms and hands back towards the floor. Let's change position now, and we're going to come on all fours with the hands under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Let's move the spine. Let's warm up the spine. We're going to inhale, push the belly button down, arch our back, gaze up front. Exhale as you make a hollow back and you look between your knees. Inhale, belly button down, arch your back, look forward. Exhale, round your back and gaze between your knees. Your tailbone is pointing downwards. Inhale as you point your tailbone upwards. Let's do one more. Exhale, round your back. And then inhale. Hollow lower back, hook your toes in the mat now. And on the exhale, lift your pelvis upwards and backwards to downward facing dog. Let's come back to all fours on an inhale. Slowly put your knees down. Exhale, move your pelvis now to your heels and your forehead to the floor. Inhale. Back to all fours, and as you exhale, lift the pelvis upwards and backwards. Bring yourself again to downward facing dog. Let's repeat. Inhale, go back to all fours. Exhale, bring the pelvis down towards your heels, forehead on the mat. Last one. Inhale. Hook your toes. Downward facing dog. And now hold the posture for 3 up to 5 breaths and enjoy it fully. So open the palm of your hands, spread your fingers, push your heels down to the mat. Lengthen your spine, move your shoulders and your armpits towards your knees. And if necessary, slightly bend your knees as you breathe. And as you feel your body through this posture, then on an exhale, walk towards your hands, walk forward, put your feet parallel close to your hands. And then on an inhale, stand up by lifting your hands and arms, extending your arms to the ceiling, little back bend, and exhale as you lower your arms next to your body. So here we are ready for some standing postures. So we're going to remain close to the front side of the mat, both feet parallel, and I invite you to become completely conscious of your body, of your foot soles standing on the mat, of your hips over your feet, your shoulders over your hips, your neck and your head. And when you're ready, I invite you to join me for a couple of sun salutations. We are going to inhale and lift the arms to the front or to the sides, up to the ceiling. Exhale as you bring both hands in front of your heart. Inhale, extend and lift your arms upwards. And on the exhale, bend forward from your hips. Next inhale, bring your upper body and arms parallel to the floor. And on the exhale, step back into plank posture. 1 foot, second foot, straight line between heels and shoulders. Inhale, put your knees down. Exhale, gently put your pelvis, belly, chest, and chin down on the floor. Inhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders, just press on your hands. Move from cobra to all fours. Hook your toes in the mat, and on the exhale, lift your pelvis upwards and backwards and find yourself in downward facing dog posture. Hold this posture now for 3 slow, deep breaths. Ground yourself, push your heels down towards the mat, open the palm of the hand, spread your fingers again. And after 3 breaths at your rhythm, walk on an exhale forward towards your hands. Put your feet parallel, and on the next inhale, stand up, lifting your hands and arms, extending your arms to the ceiling. And on the exhale, lower your arms next to your body. Let's repeat this one a second time. So inhale as you lift your arms upwards. Exhale as you move your hands in front of your heart. Inhale, lift the arms upwards. And on the exhale, bend forward from your hips towards the floor. Inhale, lift the upper body and the arms parallel to the floor. And on the exhale, step out into plank posture. Inhale, put your knees down. Exhale, bend your arms, pelvis, belly, chest, chin down on the mat. Inhale as you lift out of the posture, head, neck, shoulders, chest, cobra, all fours. Hook your toes in the mat and exhale as you move further into downward facing dog. 3 slow, deep and regular breaths. Move your shoulders towards the armpits, or the armpits towards your knees rather, the shoulders backwards. Breathe deeply. And after 3 breaths, find your way back again towards your hands. Put your feet parallel. On the exhale, stand up, lift your hands and arms. Stand up, maybe again a slight back bend. And on the exhale, you will lower your arms next to your body. There we are. And then I invite you to come stand with your right foot to the front. So spread your feet apart, keeping your pelvis facing forward. You may choose for a small distance, a little distance between feet, both feet, just allowing you to make a little bend in the front leg, or you might go for a wider stance, and in that case your back foot will not be fully on the mat anymore. The heel is lifted and you're just standing on the front part of the foot. The front knee is bent, so make your choice. And there we go. On the inhale, arms are next to the body. Inhale, open your arms generously. Exhale, bring both arms in front of you. And inhale, lift both arms upwards. And on the exhale, lower the arms to the left and the right of your body. We're going to repeat this 2 times. So inhale, open. Open up your heart, open up yourself for the new upcoming year. Exhale, bring your arms out in front of you to keep everything you do not need at a distance. Inhale, lift your arms upwards to find yourself inspired by new ideas. And exhale, don't forget to come back to yourself from time to time and make time for yourself. Let's repeat. Inhale, open your arms, welcome the new year. Exhale, keep everything that's negative and that doesn't serve you at a distance. Inhale, lift your arms upwards and let the inspiration and new ideas come. And exhale, come back to yourself. Very well. We're going to change sides. So step to the front of the mat and then take your stance the other way around. So with the left foot forward, maybe a little bit of distance between both feet, a little bend in the knees will be sufficient, or a somewhat wider stance to have some more intensity in your legs, to feel the grounding more intensely. There we go again. Inhale, open your arms generously. Exhale, extend your arms in front. Inhale as you lift your arms up to the ceiling. And on the exhale, lower your arms down beside your body. Inhale slowly at your rhythm, open. Exhale, both arms in front of you. Inhale, lift your arms up to the ceiling, and exhale as you lower both arms, both sides of your body. Last one, inhale, open your arms. Hello to the new year. Exhale, extend your arms in front of you. Inhale, lift the arms upward. Let all the ideas and the inspiration rain on yourself. And exhale, down come your arms and you come back to yourself. Very well. Let's step to the front of our mat. And then I invite you to come and stand with a wide stance like this, with both feet parallel this time. And on an inhale, we're going to lift both arms up to the ceiling. Exhale as you bend forward from your hip joint. Bring the hands towards the mat. Maybe your hands will land on the mat, maybe not. Keep your back, your lower back pretty straight to have a deep stretch in the legs. And if you would need something under your hand, put a block or a couple of books or a cushion. We're going to hold this forward bend posture over the wide spread legs for 5 slow and deep breaths. And in this posture, it might be useful to lengthen your exhales. Put a little bit more of emphasis on your exhales as you gently let your body come lower and lower and lower towards the floor. Make sure the stretch you feel in your legs is exactly what you want to feel today, so don't exaggerate. If you're a bit tired or very, very tight, you might back off a little bit. 5 slow and deep breaths. Very, very well. After these 5 breaths, I invite you to inhale, move out of the posture and open your arms. And then on your exhale, next exhale, bend forward and twist to bring your left hand towards your right foot and extend your right arm to the ceiling. There we are in this forward bend and twist combined. Let's hold this posture also for 5 slow and deep breaths. Feel the discomfort in your body. Feel the intensity of the posture. Be present in your body. If you feel your mind wanders off to the future or to the past, that's what it likes to do. Just bring yourself back into the physical experience of this intense forward bend posture. After 5 breaths at your pace, at your rhythm, you will move out of the posture on an inhale. On the inhale, bring yourself up again, spread your arms, and on the exhale, bend forward, and now twist to bring your right hand towards your left foot with the left arm pointing upwards to the ceiling. Deep breaths. If ever your hand doesn't reach your foot, that's okay. Just bring it to your ankle or maybe on your leg. Just adapt this posture, this intense posture, to your own body. Use the posture simply as a means to meet your own body. Breathe. Breathe and gently sigh as you breathe, slowly in, slowly out. 5 breaths. Very well. And then on an inhale, come out of the posture, open your arms and exhale as you relax your arms. Let's move the feet together. and maybe shake out our legs. After this twist, we're going to do a lateral extension of the body. So we've done some forward bending, some back bending, and now it's time for a side stretch of the body after the twisting we did just before. So we are going to extend the right foot to the right side. It's parallel to the sides of the mat. Your back heel is pointing a little bit backwards too. So the toes of the left foot are turned inside. Inhale as you lift your arms parallel to the floor. And on the exhale, now bend your front knee until you have something like 90 degrees of an angle. The elbow on your thigh close to the knee, and extend your arm, stretch it along your ear, along your head. Keep your upper body turned to the side and hold this posture for 5 slow and deep breaths. And I invite you to breathe deeply. Inhale to the top left corner of your lungs to create some space there and to feel your ribs extend. Five slow and deep breaths. Very well. After 5 breaths, use an inhale to straighten your leg. And on the exhale, lower your arm. We're going to change sides. So shift or turn your left foot out now, and the right heel compensates a little bit. We're pushing it outwards. Inhale, bring the arms parallel to the floor. On the exhale, bend your knee once more to the left side this time. Put your elbow on the thigh and extend your right arm next to your left ear. Breathe. With every inhale, lengthen that arm. Lengthen the right side of your body. If you turn your head to the ceiling, which is a possibility, only do that if it can be done without any pain for your neck. So respect your neck, its limits and its possibilities. After 5 breaths, I invite you to straighten the leg, stand up straight, and exhale as you lower your right hand and your right arm back down to the floor. Let's move the feet together and let's move back to the side of the mat. Both feet parallel. Let's go down to the floor again after this standing series. We're going to lift the arms upwards. Join the palms, exhale. Bring the hands in front of the heart. Inhale as you lift and extend your arms upwards. And on the exhale, bend forward from your hip joint. Maybe your knees slightly bent. Inhale, lift your back and arms parallel to the floor. Exhale, step back into plank posture. And now on the inhale, put your knees down, but on the inhale, still on the inhale, move your pelvis backwards. And then exhale as you bend your elbows. Let your head, chest, belly, and pelvis move down to the floor. Inhale, lift your head, neck, shoulders, chest, cobra posture. All fours, we hook the toes, and on the exhale, lift your pelvis upwards and backwards. There we are in downward facing dog. Breathe, push down your heels, feel the stretch at the back of the legs. Extend the fingers, feel the palms of the hands fully engaged on the mat. Lengthen your spine, armpits towards your knees. And then on an exhale, come and sit. So walk forward. Do 1 or 2 steps forward. Cross your feet, bend your legs, and come and sit behind your heels on your mat. Okay, next I invite you to extend your right leg on your mat on the floor and bring the left foot with its sole against the inner right thigh. We're going to bring the hands next to our pelvis, and on the inhale, slowly lift your arms up to the ceiling. Turn your body over to your straight leg, and then on the exhale, bend forward and let your hands land on your leg or ankle or foot, whatever fits your body. 5 breaths now in this forward bend over one straight leg. It's a good idea to render your exhales a lot longer. Double your exhale in relation to the inhale. Feel the deep stretch at the back of your legs. And let yourself gently go a little bit deeper into the discomfort of the posture. Enjoy the physical experience of this back leg stretch. 5 slow and deep breaths. And after 5 breaths over this leg, I invite you to inhale to lift out of the posture, to extend your arms, and on the exhale, lower your arms back towards the floor. Let's change sides. We're going to extend the left leg, right foot against your left thigh this time. The foot is directed up to the ceiling. You pull your toes towards you, hands next to your pelvis, both sitting bones on the mat. Inhale as you lift your arms, and then turn over to your straight leg. Exhale as you bend forward over your left leg this time, and hold it again for 5 slow and deep breaths. Let yourself sink a little bit deeper into that stretch and into your body with every long exhale. So here also double your exhales in relation to the inhale. Enjoy the deep stretch at the back of your leg. It's very, very useful to have the backside of your body and the backside of your legs in particular very flexible, very long. It benefits the health of your lower back and the health of your overall posture. After 5 breaths at your rhythm, so you follow your own breathing rhythm, move out of the posture on an inhale. Lift your arms, exhale as you lower your arms back down to the floor. Very well. Maybe unfold the right leg, shake your legs out a little bit, roll over your heels. And then let's come to all fours on the mat. After doing a forward bend like we just did, it's good to practice a little bit of back bending to compensate. So hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to go for tiger posture. There are different versions. You could go for this version, and in that version, you're going to inhale, lift your right arm and left leg parallel to the floor and hold the posture like this. But for a more intense version, you can bring your left foot to the outside, the right side of your right calf, and then go grab that foot or that ankle with your right hand And as you inhale, lift your thigh, lift your knee. Bring the knee higher and higher and point your toe upwards towards the ceiling. Keep your left hand under your left shoulder and hold the posture, this version of tiger posture, for 5 slow and deep breaths. Feel the deep arch in your back. Move your thigh upwards in the hip joint. This posture is also a hip opener at the same time. And after 5 slow and deep breaths in this posture, slowly let go, bring the knee back to the mat and the right hand, and we switch sides. So once again, you could go for this version, bringing just your right leg and left arm parallel to the floor, or move your right foot to the left side of the left calf. Grab it with your left hand, the foot or the ankle, and then slowly lift your knee, your thigh, and your hip joint. Arch your back, hold your back foot with a straight arm as you point your foot upwards to the ceiling, and make sure your right hand is under your right shoulder for better balance. Breathe. Feel the stretch in your shoulder, in your arm, and in your hip. As you breathe slowly and deeply. 5 deep breaths and follow your own breathing rhythm. Very well. After your 5 breaths, let go. Gently lower the knee back down to the mat. Put your hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. And then I invite you to hook your toes in the mat. Inhale for a hollow lower back. Exhale, lift your pelvis upwards and backwards into downward facing dog. Move the shoulders backwards. Push your heels towards the mat. Hold it for something like 3 breaths. And then on an exhale, walk 1 or 2 steps forward. Cross your feet and bend your legs and come and sit again behind your heels on your mat. It's time for a twist again. So I invite you to extend your right leg on the mat and put your left foot on the outside of your right knee. Hands next to the hips. Inhale as you lift your arms. Lengthen your spine, and as you exhale, twist your shoulders to the left side. Bring the left hand behind your back, and you either bring your arm around your thigh, the bent knee, or if you feel your shoulders twist pretty far by themselves, you can also hook your elbow in front of that thigh. Activate your straight leg by pulling the toes towards you, and hold this twisted posture for 5 slow and deep breaths. Feel how your upper body moves as a result of your breathing. Feel as the twist feels easier on the exhale, and your body seems to resist the twist a little bit on the inhale. Just let it be, let it happen. After 5 breaths, let's move out of the posture by inhaling, extending the arms up to the ceiling, and exhaling as we lower the arms back to the floor. Let's change sides. You can, of course, stay as you are. I'm just going to switch over to remain visible for the camera. So this time we're going to stretch out the right leg. No, the left leg. So this time we're going to stretch out the left leg and put the right foot on the outside of the left leg. The hands next to the pelvis. Inhale, lift your arms, extend, extend. Exhale as you twist. This time to the right side with your right arm behind your back and left arm around your bent knee, around the thigh, or you hook your elbow in front of your thigh. 5 deep breaths. Keep focusing on what you feel inside of your body. Our mind has this longing to be somewhere else, to be in the future or in the past. But use this practice on your yoga mat to be fully here and now, in the present moment. Well, that could also be an intention for the new year, like I would like to be able to live a bit more in the present moment. Feel again how your body moves as you breathe deeply. And then finally, after your 5 breaths at your rhythm, inhale as you move out of the posture. Exhale, lower your arms. Good. Let's unfold this leg. Let's shake the legs out a little bit. And then let's go for a lateral stretch, a side stretch of the body. So we're going to bring the right leg out again on the mat, the left foot against the inner thigh, hands next to the pelvis. Inhale as you lift your arms. Now as you exhale, first turn towards your bent knee, and then on the exhale, side bend towards your straight leg. So let your hand come down, maybe on the leg or the ankle or the foot, depending on what your body is like. Adapt to your unique body and hold your upper body fully turned to the side and feel the deep stretch all along the left side of your body. Hold this for 5 breaths. Lengthen the arm on the inhale. Relax on the exhale. Slowly in, slowly out. 5 times. It's your rhythm. After 5 breaths in this posture, use an inhale to slowly move out of the posture and then lower your arm. Feel sensations in your shoulders and in your back, and switch to the other side. So extend the left leg, right foot against your inner left thigh. Inhale as you lift your arms. Turn over to the bent knee, and then as you exhale, bend sideways over to the straight leg. Hand on the leg or the ankle or the foot or whatever. You could even use a belt. And hold the posture again for 5 breaths. Slow and deep and regular breaths. Breathe up to the right top corner of your lungs this time. Inhale deeply create space in your upper chest, onto the shoulder, and lengthen your arms. 5 breaths. Very well. And then on an inhale, slowly move out of the posture, and exhale, lower your arm back to the floor. Good. Unfold the right leg, shake loose if you want to. Roll a little bit over your heels. And then I invite you to come on your mat with both feet parallel. We're going to gently roll down on our back. So roll backwards on your mat until you're lying on the mat and knees are up to your chest. So I invite you to join me in candle posture. Candle posture is the inverted posture where we're going to have the feet pointing towards the ceiling. If ever you would choose not to do this posture, then as an alternative, you can go against a wall with your pelvis against the bottom side of the wall and extend your legs up like this against the wall and let them rest like this. That way you will also benefit from the inverted position for your legs. If you go into candle posture, move your elbows very close to your body, palms down, and then inhale. And as you exhale, pull your knees towards your chest and lift your pelvis off the floor, just enough to bring your hands under your pelvis. Let the whole weight of the pelvis and the legs rest into your elbows. And this might be, this version, which is a half candle posture, might be sufficient for you today. If not, if you want to go a little bit further, then you push your pelvis a little bit higher. You move your hands against your lower back and you bring your pelvis more or less exactly over your shoulders and knees over the pelvis and feet on top. And then hold this inverted posture for 5 up to 7 slow and deep breaths. Make sure your base is stable, so you're resting on the triangle of your shoulders and both elbows, pointing your legs and feet actively up towards the ceiling. It's best to keep your head in this position so to not jolt it suddenly to the left or the right side. 5 breaths. With the breathing, that's a little bit more difficult because at every inhale, our diaphragm has to push the intestines upwards towards the ceiling, and it costs a little bit more effort. After 5 up to 7 slow breaths, enjoying the world from another perspective, which could also be a nice intention for next year, and to have the faculty or the capacity to see things in a different perspective without things actually having to change. Very well. And then gently, after this series of breaths, lower your pelvis back down to the floor. So slide your hands from your lower backs, from your lumbar spine towards your hips again, and then towards your buttocks as you gently lower your pelvis down to the floor and try to unroll in a more or less controlled way your pelvis back on the mat, your feet and your arms. Extend your legs a little bit, slightly apart, arms next to your body, and hold this position for a couple of breaths. Feel your body after this very intense posture. And to compensate the stretch of the backside of the neck, we're going to move to our next posture, which will be fish posture. So move yourself a little bit, or I am moving myself a little bit backwards on the mat. Then bring both arms close, very, very close to your body, so close that your hands and part of your lower arms disappear under your body. So actually you're lying on your hands now, palms upwards. And become aware of your elbows. Feel your elbows in the mat. We're going to use the elbows to ground ourselves in fish posture. So on one of your next inhales, push your elbows firmly into the mat as you lift your shoulders and chest off the floor. Your pelvis remains on the mat and your head is tilted backwards. Breathe. Breathe 5 up to 7 times, very, very high, up into your lungs, to the top of your rib cage, to your collarbones, your throat, and try to relax your throat and your neck as much as possible. Deep, intense breathing. Soft sigh at the back of the throat, oceanic breath, ujjayi breath. Open your chest, open your heart. 5 up to 7 breaths. And then, after that series of breaths, release the posture. So lower your shoulders and chest again to the floor. Put your head in neutral position and free your arms. Bring them out from your body, from under your body. And relax for a moment. Feel all the sensations in your chest, in your shoulders, in your neck, in your jaw. Welcome back home into your body. And then we're going to end this active part of the session by moving into a classic closing posture. We're going into a lying twist posture. So put your arms out to the right and the left of your shoulders. Turn your palms down on the floor. Put your feet on the mat. First, lift them towards your chest. Inhale. And on the exhale, roll your pelvis over to the left side. Let the knees, lower leg and feet land on the floor. Your head may remain neutral, gaze towards the ceiling, or you can also roll or twist your head in the opposite direction of the knees. Make your choice and relax in the posture. Feel the twist in your spine, in the center of your body, in your hips. And observe how your breathing effort diminishes. Five slow breaths. Relax your body. And then after these 5 breaths, and your moment has come, inhale to roll your pelvis and knees back into neutral position. And on the next exhale, roll over to the right side. Down go the knees, lower leg and foot on the floor to the right side of the body. Your head can be neutral, or you may turn your head over to the left side now, away from your knees, opposite. Breathe. Relax your body, feel all the sensations of this posture. Very well. And then I invite you to inhale, roll back to center, and put your feet down on the mat. Extend your legs and put your arms next to your body. Let's take a couple of minutes now to relax, to rest after this yoga session, this yoga series into the new year. Feel your body. Observe your mind. Feel and follow every sensation you can trace inside of yourself, from the most intense to the most subtle, and relax. Let your body rest, knowing that you've planted the little seed of your intention, of your aim for the new year somewhere deep inside of yourself, and you have fed it and nourished it with all the energy you moved and generated throughout your session. Knowing that when the right time has come, your little seed will sprout and start developing itself. And for now, relax and enjoy. Thank you so much for watching, or even better, practicing this yoga session. Thank you very much for the past year, and I hope to see and meet you all again next year. Enjoy the end of the year. Namaste.